Lakers as well. In the shadows of greatness, the Lakers win it 106-102. Folks, thanks for watching this Battle of Los Angeles. For Corey Alexander, George Sedano, and many talented people behind the camera you never get a chance to see. I'm Mark Jones. Coming up next, Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt.
Hi there, welcome. This is Sports Center from Washington, D.C. I am Scott Van Pelt. A busy Friday around the NBA. Lakers by 4 knock off the Clippers. They'll play again on Sunday. Kendrick Perkins is going to be here to break down that game and the showdown between the top 2 teams in the East, which was insane. Some big news in the National Football League as well. Matthew Stafford, after being courted by others, going to stay right where he is in L.A. What that can mean for the rest of the teams in need of a quarterback. But first, we will get right back to Los Angeles, where LeBron James joins us. LeBron is Scott Van Pelt, and I think this is history, man. I believe this is the first time you've been on with me where you didn't have a cigar in one hand and the Larry O'Brien in another. So given that it's just a Friday night in February, I appreciate you taking a minute, man. You all right? You got run into there. You're good?
Man, yeah, long time, man. Long time, Scott. So it's always good to hear your voice, man. I appreciate you having me on, man. Always a pleasure talking to you.
I appreciate that as well. Everything's cool. You got run into there late. You're all right, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It was a tough back-to-back for us tonight, so we was able to get it done versus a tough Clippers team. Last night we had a tough Minnesota team, but it's good basketball we're playing right now, so we want to hopefully continue it.
All right, so we've all gotten past I'll be damned, Luka plays for the Lakers, and you guys have got some runway now to figure out what you've got. And you've been through this a ton through the years in many different variations with different squads. What's the process, Bron, of now till the playoffs to sort out what you are so that you can be a championship team come June?
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the season, Scott, there's not many days where you have practice. So, it's a dress rehearsal every time we hit the floor, every time we're in film session, shoot-arounds, we hit the road, whatever the case may be. We have to understand that we don't have much time, but when we're on the floor, we have to figure it out on the fly. And I think that's what we've been doing lately. We've been figuring out on the fly, trying to get better and better as Luka continued to get his rhythm back after he came, it's only like, 6-7 games. I think tonight was his 10th game with us, possibly. Him coming back from that calf injury that kept him out since Christmas. So, we got to continue to work our habits, and if we do that, we'll be fine.
It dawned on me when I was told perhaps we would talk tonight that 100 years ago it felt like you and I did this commercial, right? And at that time, Bron, I'm about 40, all right? Now, when I got to be 40, that was around the time I thought, I don't know if I can still dunk and not hurt myself, and I couldn't do certain things that I could do as a younger man. That clearly has not happened to you. I'm really sincerely interested in what the process is, Bron, at this stage. Rest and recovery, nutrition, sleep. I'm serious. Like, what has to happen for you to be what you are still?
No, everything. I mean, you just said it, Scott. Everything in the above, man. Nutrition, sleep, making sure I take care of my body, cold tubs, hot tubs, whatever's out there to continue to try to rejuvenate my body and get my body prepared to go out and play every night. I love the game, and I'm in a position where I can continue to play at a high level even at my later stage. So, and I think the chair that you allowed me to steal from you in that first commercial, I think that's helped a lot, too.
I bet it did. Hey, look, I tried to get it. They claim that it's gone. It's probably in your house. You know what? It's got your name on it. We'll let you hold on to it. But
man, I appreciate that, Scott.
No doubt. So that was a long time ago, and the world's different now, right? The world 18 years ago didn't have podcasts and social media and the chatter that fuels the game. And look, I think we all saw the comments you had to say today about the game, and I'm just interested in this sincerely. What matters about the conversation that surrounds your game to you and the stars in the league? What about it is significant? Because I try to dismiss it as it relates to us, but I'm not you all. What matters to you?
Yeah. What matters to me when it comes to my generation and the younger generation that's in our league now is that, we play it for the love of the game. We're not out here cheating the game. We putting the grind in. We putting the time in. We've always, gave up and gave props to the generation that came before us. Always bigged them up because we know without them it would not have been us. And we're just trying to carry on tradition. You know, my generation, me, Steph, KD, Russ, you know, James, Kawhi, you know, the rest of our crew, and then we got the younger generation that's doing their thing as well. So, you know, we love what we do, and it's a responsibility for all of us to continue to press the game, push the game in a positive factor for all our fans all over America and all over the world, because it's the best, most beautiful game in the world. You know, when you watch basketball, you're basically listening to music. You're listening to jazz music, R&B music, rap music, hard, heavy metal music, everything essential with that. So, you know, it's a beautiful game. We're all in a position to play this game, and we're here for a reason, but, you know, we don't never take it for granted. So I hope everybody see that when we hit the floor.
Right on. I wanted you to be able to say that to those that I know have an appetite for what it is you have to say. Also, I know you're sweating and it's time to go. It's a pleasure to cross paths, man. I hope we don't have to wait so long to do it again, all right? You stay well until next time.
Yeah, absolutely, SVP. Always good talking to you, my brother.
I appreciate it. LeBron James, ladies and gentlemen. Lakers get the victory by 4, and he was mentioning music, pretty sweet music for them in February. A whole bunch of dubs on there, and they wrap it up with back-to-back at home against Minnesota.
Where LeBron is coming from, I really do, and I understand from a player's perspective. You guys are scrutinized. You know, every little thing that you do on the basketball court, even things you do outside of basketball. So I understand their feelings as far as not wanting to be the face of the earth, but also. It's a responsibility, you know, if you are that chosen one to take the reins and be the next face of this league, you're going to be held at a different standard. There's no doubt about that. And you got to uphold what the NBA is all about. Now, there's a lot of stuff in the media, in the world, and fans when we talked about the All-Star game. I'm one that hasn't watched the All-Star game in the last 7-8 years because I think it's a joke, you know, and I think we have to do something to get it better. There's no doubt about that. But that's also the player's responsibility, too. You know, so I understand Anthony Edwards, I don't want it, but you know what? That is a privilege. Yeah. It really is. If somebody's going to say that you're going to be the face or you're the next face of this, of the league, that is a privilege. And you should be not so much excited about it, but you should be very proud that they're even thinking about, you know, giving you that type of title.
Yeah. There are many faces, you know, but the one that's chosen to be the face of the league should follow the lead that those that come before them. There's been some older gentlemen that paved the way. Spencer Haywood, you know, guys wouldn't be able to come out of high school if it were not for Spencer Haywood. Bill Russell, for what he went through in Boston. It wasn't easy. So when you're given that title, you got to think of guys like Oscar Robertson, you know, and guys who fought for free agency and stuff like that. So, yeah, you're not the face, but you are the guy that's continuing to carry that torch. Yeah. And I think LeBron understands that. In today's news cycle, man, there's so much going on that